Two people watching.
Okay, we're just starting to come on now. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to tonight's live Facebook Live. I'll be working tonight with the beautiful Violet, the Green Witch, and we'll be talking about dreams. So there you go. We'll be talking all about dreams tonight and what they mean. And there you go. There's a dream catcher. I hope you've all got one in your bedroom. You certainly will have one after tonight, that's for sure. And we'll be also working with Rose Insira's new book called Dreams, all about dreams, and I'm going to be using her cards tonight, so I hope you enjoy. Oh, great, so we're ready to go, right? So this is my peace angel. This is my peace angel. This is for the war in Ukraine, for all the people there, to take Putin down. And also we pray. Don't stop praying to the angels, the wise ones, your own spirit teams, the ETs, the divas of the earth. Don't forget to pray to them to bring peace to the earth, to planet Earth, and to stop the war in Ukraine. It's very hard for everyone to just sit back and watch that. I'd also like to send prayers to all the people going through the floods, especially in Queensland, which is really, really bad. And here in Sydney too, it's really bad. Not good. So we pray for that. And also we pray for people to be more aware of climate change. I have to say that's a very big love of mine. I'm very passionate about climate change. So we're praying for all the people in the floods for a speedy recovery. We're praying for the rain to stop, and also we want the war in Ukraine to stop. And I have to tell you, it's been very, very overwhelming in this time of changing on the planet, because as you know, there's a change in the consciousness for every single person on the earth, and we're becoming more and more aware. So to go through these changes, it's very important to call in the light, call in the light, call in the light every day to our planet, and just visualize a beautiful white light around you and just send love to every single person you know. It's all about caring and loving and really looking after each other. Okay, moving on. Tonight we're discussing dreams. So I've got the dream cards tonight, the Oracle, and these are by a very good friend of mine who lives in Melbourne. She's an author of 60 books, and her name is Rose Insira. So we'll be talking about dreams tonight. There you go, dreams. It's a big subject. It's a very, very big subject, I have to say. So we're going to try our best to cover as much as we can. So I'm going to do the cards now, because I know you've all been waiting for that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, or 4 cards that you need to pick from. So you just think of a card for 1, 2, 4, yeah? And I'm going to pick number 1. Okay, if you pick number 1, this is all about love. This is about unconditional love. So it's asking you to love yourself, to love others around you, and to really concentrate in making love a very important part of your life. Because love is what makes the world go round, doesn't it? And with love, we can stop wars. Also, love is very important for anyone. It's an integral part of who we should be and what we should be, not only to others, but to ourselves. So it's time for you to bring more love. So be gentle with yourself, be tender, and start to really love who you are, and you'll start to shine, and people will see this love within you. And they will, it's like an infectious thing. When you're feeling loving energy, you will just send it out to the universe, and that's exactly what we need, isn't it? Okay, the second card I have tonight, if you're watching, you can also watch the replay, is the empowerment card. This is this is the empowerment card. This is all about really owning your stuff and walking your talk and just feel empowered. And even though, you know, there's a lot of nasty people in the world, you just have to walk around them. You don't have to take them on. So just have the confidence to feel empowered and understand that you're safe and so you're secure, and nothing can really affect you. Nothing can affect you at all if you stick to that. So it's about really, really loving yourself and empowering yourself. You know, get that sword out. You're all warriors of light. Get that sword out and really empower you, and learn to say no. It's very essential to learn boundaries when you're going through empowerment. Number 3. Number 3 is the truth card. And sometimes it's an interesting card, this, because sometimes it's very difficult for us to truly speak our truth, isn't it? Because we don't have the courage. We're kind of too scared to speak up. And sometimes people don't even know their own truth. As a reader, I talk to people every day, and it's interesting because some people don't even know really who they are or what their truth is. So learn your truth, own your truth, know your truth. So this is the truth card. It's time for you to be truthful to yourself. Look at reality, where you are, what you're doing, what your situation is, and really look at your own truth. And you don't have to listen to other people. Just trust your intuition and really, really listen to that inner knowing. So that's number 3. Okay, moving on is number 4. It's all about courage and boldness. I think these are really inspirational, these cards, because it's sort of giving us all this positive energy for this pretty horrible time we're all going through. Let's face it, we're all struggling, but be positive and be bold and get that courage out. Just dig it out from deep within, because nothing can harm you if you stay positive, and you'll find a way through the forest which will open up new realities to you. So be bold, be courageous, be different, be you. Don't follow the pack, don't follow everyone. Don't think, oh, this person's doing okay, I'll just do what they're doing. No, follow your own intuition and your own inner wisdom, because it's very important. So I love all these cards, and thank you, Rose, for allowing me to use these cards. And author of 60 books, folks, and this is Rose's book that she's just brought out, and it's called Inside Your Dreams. So if you want to know more about dreams tonight, that's a subject we're talking about. Just you can order this online, or it's in good bookstores. So she's a wonderful author, and she has so much wisdom and so much insight for her dreams. And hopefully we can do a good job tonight. So we've got Violet coming on. Would you like to come in, Violet?
Oh, yes.
We've got our peace candle here.
See that.
Peace candle.
I'll just, it's a good time for peace.
Yeah, good time for peace, all
Certainly
right.
a time where we
There's
need
so much
peace
going on in the world, isn't it? And as I said, we're talking about dreams.
Hi, everyone.
There you go. Okay, we've got the peace angel here. We've got the peace candle going. It's going to be going all night. Hopefully I won't burn anything.
Well, yes.
Because you know how clumsy I am.
I don't think it's, I think it's just spirit has a bit of fun with some candles.
I think so.
I got bought a fire extinguisher for my house last Christmas.
Right. Would you like to move a little bit closer?
Yes.
You're sort of way in the background.
I've sat myself back from the flame.
No, it makes me look like a big person, actually, with you doing that. Okay, don't make me laugh. Okay, you can hold up the dream catcher. Has everybody got one of these? Have you got a dream catcher?
I most certainly do.
Right.
I most certainly do. Of course, mine has little pentagrams in the middle of it.
Of course it does. That's a witchy poo thing, isn't it?
Yes, but that's just beautiful.
Okay, look, I hate to say it, but it's raining heavily here, and my nose is just becoming more and more like this. So sorry, folks, if I start squeaking.
Well, as spirit comes in, the whole room starts heating up. We all start sweating.
I know. I had to put the air conditioner on because you were sitting with me. And she started to feel my spirit team, and she started to sweat. And I said, "I'm sorry, but I've got a very big team."
It was getting very crowded in this space tonight. I can tell you
they're all coming in. They're all standing around me to give you lots of insights.
Right, so I hope you can all see that. That's just beautiful.
Well, I'll read out about what dreams. I'll give a quick bit of information to the viewers there. So everybody dreams either in black and white or colour. Our dreams can be vivid, and they are from the subconscious mind. They vary in length, and the content and the simple information can be an incredible experience, to say the least. Unfortunately, if you are not aware of the process of how to remember dreams, you can easily forget. So it's a good thing to make a conscious effort and to ask your guide or angel helpers to help you remember everything and write it down before you step out of bed. Okay. I'll get you to finish the rest.
So dreaming is a process in our minds which can reflect the day. What we are going through on an emotional level can be memories from the past, hints of our future. They can also hold some answers to our problems. For our loved ones in the spirit world, it is also a way to relay their messages of love to us. In the spirit world, I don't know how many times I've heard people say how they've dreamt of their loved ones and the messages that they've received. Dreams can be life-changing, especially when they're so vivid you can remember every little detail for
Oh, that's
some
incredible,
reason.
isn't it, when that happens, I have to say.
It's weird in a dream where you feel like you've just had this entire conversation with
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
and you wake up and you're like, did I have that conversation?
And
Did I
what
actually
about
do
those
that?
dreams where you actually dream of a loved one?
Yeah.
Like I buried a very good friend of mine last week, and I had a dream about her, and she was actually still telling me what to do, like she used to do when she was alive. And I thought, shut up, yeah, because I was telling her to
Yeah.
shut up
Yeah.
because she talked too much. I love her to death, mind you.
Yeah.
And she was in my dream. She was talking her head off, and I thought, things don't change. Things don't change.
Well, it says that, doesn't it?
Yes.
It basically says it feels like it's so real you can't shake off that feeling that it's actually happened.
Mm.
If by any chance you have nightmares or dreams you can't handle, then you can always ask Spirit to take them away, because Spirit never gives you a gift you can't cope with.
And that's talking about those premonitions, those premonitions dreams.
Yeah, and some of those are pretty...
some of them can be really heavy, and unfortunately they can come true too, right?
It's a really weird thing. I remember it must have been about 3 years ago, and I had this dream. It was like I was an eagle in the sky, and there was 3 ships in the water, and I was like, what am I seeing here? Like, what is this that's occurring? But it's, it's only just starting to play itself out. I'm like, oh, that's really strange.
It's weird when you have those premonitions. It's quite scary.
Yeah. So when you have a nightmare, it's also good to make sure you have fresh air in your room and to give a good sage out to clear any negative clutter or bad energy. That's a really good...
That's true. Yeah. If you do have nightmares, just give the room a really good sage out, because they can be spirits too,
I agree. I agree, Kerrie.
Earthbound spirits can actually, or wandering spirits, or any sort of spirit, not loved ones, but, unwanted spirits can actually give you terrible, terrible, terrible nightmares.
Yeah, I've had that with an ex.
So you give them a sage out, and wow.
Yeah. And also it's a good thing to allow sunshine and light into your room, daylight and daytime as the universal, do you call it chi energy?
Yeah, and that's a feng shui thing, guys, because I feel fresh air is really, really, it's an integral part of your sleep, isn't it?
I believe that.
And your rest time, because it's a rest time. And often we're asleep, we go out of our body and we astral travel.
Yeah, absolutely we do.
And it's nothing worse than walking into a smelly bedroom.
Yeah,
or
suffocating.
stale. And you can smell this yucky smell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or cluttered, which dirty underpants lying everywhere, or towels or clothes on the floor, or dust.
Yeah, I had to do my vacuuming.
You really have to clean your sacred space when you sleep.
Yeah, you do. And so with family and friends, you were telling me earlier that you always tell them to get a dream book.
Yeah, look, if you want to look, dreams are basically waves of energy flow, energy that flows throughout you, and it creates balance, healing, and it restores emotional issues. And the best way to remember dreams, I did this course years ago, was to actually get a dream book.
Yep.
So before you wake up, you have the book next to you. Before you actually go to the toilet and put your feet on the floor, you grab your dream book and you get with a pen and you write exactly what you've got from the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the part of the mind. You have the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is connected to your past lives and your higher self.
Yeah.
So it's actually your soul energy. So it holds all the memories from every lifetime you've ever had. So you write this down in your dream book, right next to your bed with your pen. You write it down, and then you go to the toilet, and then you put your feet on the ground, because as soon as you put your feet on the ground, you forget everything.
You're discharging the energy.
That's correct.
You're earthing yourself again. So
now in the dream book, you might have numbers. Like I had a dream the other day. I saw 3 chickens. Okay, look at the number 3.
Yep.
3's usually telling you 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Okay, it's a time thing. And then you might say, I saw colour. The chickens were yellow.
Okay.
So
happiness, joy.
Also, it's talking about your own power. It's the solar plexus, looking at the chakras. And little tiny chickens, they can be a birth of something.
Yes,
It
very
could
true.
your subconscious mind could be telling you, oh, in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, I feel so overjoyed and I feel powerful because I'll finally get a birth of this. I've been writing a book and it may have a breakthrough,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm starting a course, or he might ask me to marry him, or she might give me a lift in her car, or that
Yeah.
sort of thing. So it's a
Yeah.
breakthrough with something very personal in your life, or you might even meet someone. It
Mm.
could be a romantic dream, especially how you're feeling in the dream.
Yes, their
If
feeling is really important.
if you're feeling very, very uplifted, it's definitely a positive dream. If you're feeling sad, it can be a negative dream.
Mm.
Or if you're feeling confused,
Yep,
you know,
worried, terrified.
terrified, it's a warning. It's a warning, isn't it? So your emotions are very important because the subconscious mind holds all the memory, just like in past lives. It holds all the memories of every lifetime you've ever lived. And by dreaming, we're in direct contact with that subconscious mind. So colours are very important too.
Yes, colours have great significance in everything we do, and each colour has its own resonance or
For sure.
vibration.
Like, for example, if you're dreaming of red,
That's power, passion,
power,
carnal.
passion. It could also, if it's got black around it, could be anger.
Oh, yes.
Black and grey is quite ominous.
Yes, it
Quite
is.
ominous. So it's about sort of protecting yourself, really protect yourself and start to use boundaries with people, because I think that's a warning. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
And also pink is about love.
Yeah, brings in that heart energy, that vibration of joy. It's still got connotations of passion, romance.
And purple's all about intuition because it
Purple,
relates
yep.
to the brow chakra
Yeah.
or the third eye. And then we have, beautiful, like little silver. Silver
Yeah.
is interesting because silver reminds me of people that people who can actually change realities.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I
Mm.
think silver's got those threads. We always think of them as kind of
They
out
can
of
take us into,
threads.
so you might be going into other dimensions while you sleep,
Yeah,
or entering portals,
yeah, jumping through things.
or vortexes,
Yeah.
where you're able to slide and shift, a bit like a time traveller. Okay, backwards and forwards. And then we have the gold. The gold in the aura is that you've got beautiful divine intervention from angelic. It's very angelic.
It is.
So you're in master energy and the Christ consciousness energy and all that.
And the idea of that super consciousness, the higher self, the golden cord, the golden thread.
That's correct.
Beautiful.
And what would you call, we as a medium, I call it the higher consciousness, connecting to the Christ consciousness. What do you call it in your practice?
When I look at it, I look at it as the super consciousness or the collective into the zero frequency, or
because you don't really use the Christ consciousness, do you?
Not so much.
It's a little bit religious for you.
It's not so much. I believe in the Christ energy as such, and what the energy represents, and the lessons that were brought. Very important how, oneness, and I think it really feeds into that idea of the zero as all being one, as all being birthed out of the void.
And yellow, for example, that's all about empowerment, sunshine.
Yes.
Visualize a beautiful sunflower.
Yes, well, you're all solar worshippers.
That's true, the sun shining. And also you've got, let me think, orange.
Yes,
orange.
Very powerful colour.
Orange has got a lot to do with past lives. It's also about creativity. To be very creative. People have a lot of orange in their dreams. It's about being very, very creative. Also, it can be sexual. Yes. The same as the base chakra, the red colour. Yeah?
Yes, well, the root chakra
chakra is the
Kundalini, isn't it?
Yes, it's the Kundalini.
Rising Kundalini energy.
Empowerment. A lot about empowerment, sexuality, and just owning who you are. So it's very interesting colours, and they should be noted in your dreams, in your dream book, before you get out of bed every morning. And also to remember, a really good thing to do is to ask your guides. Ask your guides and your angels, help me remember.
Help me.
And say a prayer before you go to sleep and just say, please help me. Please help me.
A tip that I was given when I was very young in this is, I remember one of my grandmothers saying to me, before you go to sleep, you must say, please help me remember my dreams.
Correct.
And that was something that still to this day, I still go, oh, please help me remember my dreams.
hmm Okay, a big dream. We're going to dream meanings now.
Yep.
Okay, dying.
It's a big symbolism, isn't it?
Mhm.
And I mean, in our culture, the black dog or the dark or shadow dog is seen as that iconology that turns up in your dreams or kind of stalks you.
Mm.
So
I used
it's
to
an
dream
interesting
about
one.
dying a lot, actually,
Mm.
and it even go as far as I could see myself at my own funeral and what
Yeah,
I was wearing.
yeah, okay.
And that's happened to me a lot in my life, and I am a person that I always chop and change a lot.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if I don't want to work with somebody, I'll go and work with somebody else, or I'll work by
yeah. It's
myself, or
that
I'll change it.
transition.
I'm very fast. My mind works very fast, so I don't hang around.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that to all my old boyfriends out there too. Once I'm finished, I'm done. So I jump around a lot, unfortunately. That's just the way I am. So there you go. So these dream omens, I find them very interesting. We've got quite a few here,
So you
haven't
would
we?
see a death omen then really as change,
It's
transition.
change. It's a transition.
Yeah.
Even I saw it right down to detail, and I'd see myself in the coffin. I'd look around and say, "Gee, they never turned up, or this person never turned up." Boy, I didn't have very many friends.
Oh,
You know, that sort of thing. But it actually was meaning that it's a transitional
I've
phase.
seen the kind of, the hearse or the mortuary van in
Yeah.
dreams. That's
Yeah.
come to me a few times where I
Yeah.
think, God, am I being taken there in a mortuary van?
I know that's pretty morbid, actually.
I was like,
I went off the
okay.
coffin with the sexy dress on.
Oh, well, lucky you. I didn't. I was
Yeah,
in
it
some
was
sort
black.
of
It was
van
black.
being
Yeah.
lumbered around.
Okay, another thing is when you're being chased in a dream.
Ooh.
Chased.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and you're running and running.
Yep.
You're looking behind. Oh my God, here they come. You feel like you're dying and you're running and you're running and
Yep.
you're running.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. You wake up exhausted.
Dreadful dreams.
And you just see
those.
this black shadow behind you.
Yep. You don't know who's chasing you, but you're running and you're running.
And so what does that mean?
Well, these are a lot of your subconscious fears or feeling that you're overwhelmed in some way, that you can't keep on top.
And look at the people around you.
Yeah.
As well.
What are you trying to escape is the big question.
And what do you need to do? Hey, maybe it's time to finish that job. Maybe it's time to get out of that group of people. Maybe it's time for you to just say, get lost.
I had a reoccurring running dream. Like I was always running through the same house, down the same road, through the same house. I could never get rid of this dream when I was married. And, that's what it was. I was just running around the same sort of cycles.
And it just feels so real. You wake up in the morning and you're so exhausted. You feel exhausted. You feel like, oh my God, I can't get out of bed. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's a horrible dream to be chased. And what about being killed? Now, to me, that's, again, it's look at the people around you, look at the situation you're in, and that means if you're in a bad situation with people or where you're working, you need to get out. It's actually a warning. It's a warning.
Well, especially too if the type of way that you die is really kind of instrumental in sort of bringing out of these people viciously attacking you.
And if you see yourself in a phase where you see yourself being killed and dying, it could be a premonition. Or you could dream of somebody else. So if that's the case, you just ask Spirit not to give you those dreams anymore because you don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a crystal ball. I remember, I used to read crystal balls all the time. I stopped doing it because I started to see people's deaths and accidents. So I said, I don't want to do this. And I told Spirit to take it away, and then I just lost interest.
Yeah.
I didn't need the crystal ball anyway. The crystal ball is very good to be used to really open up that third eye.
Projection.
It's very good for clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Okay, to be born, dreaming of a birth.
New beginnings. It's moving into the new beginnings.
And it's quite exciting. Doesn't mean you're going to fall pregnant.
No.
And pregnancy, dreaming that you're pregnant.
Yeah, now I think that again, depending where you are in life, that's kind of giving birth or brewing something, planning towards a giving birth. You might be building a business in your mind.
Well, I actually used to have that pregnancy dream. I didn't even have a boyfriend at the time when I was when I was younger. And within a year, I was living overseas.
Yeah.
And I used to dream I was pregnant. I used to wake up crying, thinking, who's going to look after the baby? I'm too young. That sort of thing. It was a burden. It was a horrible dream.
100%.
And then within a year, I was living in another country. A baby.
Same sort of energy. It's that newness, beginning a new path, starting a new job, beginning something new. So it's like when you first got this new thing and you're a bit kind of ooh, it's all new to me, it's all fresh, it's the innocence, it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to look after this baby, you know, how am I going to get through everything?
And driving a car, driving a vehicle.
Now, driving is a dream I've had, and I've had clients come to me and say, "Oh, I was driving this car, but I was driving it from the back seat." The vehicle is yourself, so the car in the dream is actually you. So, however you're managing the vehicle in the dream is how you're managing yourself, how you're navigating your world.
And what about a car crash?
That is suggesting that you're on this course of where everything's kind of coming at you or tumbling in on you.
So you need to pull back in your life. You need to stop what you're doing and pull back, because otherwise you will crash.
Yeah.
Houses. I've dreamt, that's a wonderful, incredible dream where you find yourself in this house. And some of these houses can be really small or absolutely ginormous. And houses to me are actually talking about your body.
Yeah. Yep.
About you. The house. So if the house is clean, it's talking about your health, really, isn't it?
Yes.
I think.
Everything in order.
Everything's in order. If the house is crumbling to pieces, it's talking about your body. You need to pay more attention. It could be your diet. So houses is generally talking about you.
Well, I know that every section in a house represents a section of your body.
That's correct.
It really does represent that health and well-being.
Spiders.
Those spiders are money, are your money, and your luck.
Lots of delicious spiders with lots of money.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Wisdom, knowledge.
Cats.
Intuition, your gut instinct.
Very knowing.
They've got mysticism about them.
Owls.
Owls are omens that maybe there's something we need to be mindful of or look out for. Something is about to occur or happen that we need to be cautious about.
Also, owls can mean a teacher, like a spiritual teacher.
Yes.
And the beginning of new wisdom. Okay, repeated dreams.
To me, with what we've been taught, is that that's not you completing a cycle or a karmic energy. So there's something still to be learnt, or you're repeating the lesson. So there's still a message that's not being sort of taken into the self yet.
Water's a very interesting one, isn't it? Because water's generally your emotions.
It's all your emotional well-being.
So if you're thinking of still water, calm water, you're calm. Emotionally, you're okay. Big, like a big tsunami or big waves. You're overwhelmed. Everything's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Swelling, like swelling water, rough water.
Yeah.
Rocky times coming, especially emotionally.
Yeah.
And drowning.
Drowning is that real sense of like not coping at all. And we're very cautious when people have those sorts of dreams of their emotional, mental well-being, because that is a sense that they are just not coping at all.
And what about, sometimes I get clients and they tell me, I had a dream that my husband left me and we got divorced.
That's fears coming through. So I think that's a lot of negative self-talk too. It's like taking all your daily problems and things that you haven't addressed or haven't dealt with, and you're taking them into your sleep period, and the subconscious is showing you.
You need to look at your relationship in another way.
Greatest fear in some way.
And it doesn't necessarily mean an ending.
No.
An ending. Yeah. And what about flying? Flying is fantastic.
You know what, I've had a few of those where I can jump and fly, and I feels like I can really fly, you know. Then I have that moment of realization I can't fly and I come pummeling to the earth.
Yeah. And what about when you thump, when you're sleeping, you thump in the bed? Because you feel like you're falling.
That is you retransitioning back to your body. So slipping, falling, jolting. That's actually to us when spirit is re-emerging or re-merging with the physical frame. So you've actually transstated or left your body.
Crocodiles.
They're ancient. Crocodiles are ancient and used to be worshipped. So I know that might be hard for people to understand, but they were actually worshipped as kind of an original ancient species. So strangely, even though the crocodile is dangerous, it's also exceptionally cunning and smart, and it's got this ancient energy with it. So something that you need to be a little bit wary of there.
Rats.
or yet again, you've got a rat running around.
You've got a fake friend and it's deception.
Yeah.
And we've all met those rats,
100%.
and we know what those rat friends can do.
Mm.
Knives.
Knives never have good connotations. Really, if we're talking about knives, say it's always like the dagger in the back or the dagger in the heart or the, it doesn't generally have a good connotation.
And actually it can mean endings. And flowers, beautiful flowers.
Yeah, depending on the flower, depends on the
Mm.
meaning, but flowers generally are bringing us romance, happiness.
And flowers are
And
also
healing.
messengers from our loved ones.
Yeah, I would
It's beautiful.
agree.
I mean, a lot of loved ones often bring in flowers.
Yeah.
And, they talk about their gardens.
Yeah.
It's interesting what spirit people talk about, isn't it?
I
Their
literally
gardens, their
wake
flowers,
up.
simple things in life, beautiful. Because
Yeah.
we remember the simple things in life.
Yeah, we do. My nan always brings me, when she's around, the smell of lavender.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, smell of lavender to my house.
So that's a beautiful thing. And angels, of course, you can call them in anytime you want. And through any difficult times with the floods, with the war going on, call on the angels, call on the archangels, ask for healing for the earth.
Yes.
And for the people
100%,
of
especially
Ukraine.
Right now, isn't it, Kerrie? We could all
put
our voice and our prayers to
stand
that.
up and fight is what I say.
Yeah.
And if you've got time, please light a candle for the war, for the floods, and ask the angels, because sometimes there's nothing great that they can't help us with, is there?
No.
Because us mere mortals, we don't have a chance in comparison to what the angels of peace,
100%.
call them in. The angels of the flood, the angel of the earth, the angels of healing, call them in, call them in, call them in every day, every minute.
Yes.
And don't forget, so light the candles.
Light your candles, put them in a space and, put that energy out. I sat the other night in prayer for some help and some assistance and for something higher than me to make sense of it all.
Mm-hmm. And they'll always step in. So we hope you liked our little dream segment.
Yes.
And you can definitely send in some questions if you like throughout the night.
Yes.
But we're going to be moving on to the psychic part of the night now. So we're going to be reading a few major arcana cards.
Lovely.
So we can do that.
Let's have a
so
little
here
look.
They come in. Okay. Get you to read the first one.
All right, what have we got there? Let's see, hold on. Let's go Michelle Min. Okay, Michelle.
She's pulled the star card.
Michelle Min, we're giving you the star card this evening, which is this beautiful sign of hope and of guidance moving you forward this year. So you're actually going to be receiving quite a lot of assistance from spirit and from guides to help you really positively move forward.
And keep the faith, Michelle, because you're shining this year. You're really going to shine and spread those beautiful wings. I see great things coming for you, my darling.
Beautiful.
Okay, who have we got next? Vivian Peterson.
Yes, Vivian Patterson. Here we go.
Okay, what did she say? I didn't see that. She's talking about a daughter, I think she said. But look, everything's going to be fine is what I'm getting. You've got the Emperor card here. And that's about, I feel that you'll be getting outside help with your daughter. I feel things will go well. And also, you've got this male in spirit around you, Vivian. And I feel that this male spirit around you is what I'm getting, is standing in and helping you with all the problems you've been going through. Because I feel there's also been some sort of health problems around you too. So, everything's going to be okay. So stay positive, my darling.
We had a Maureen Wilson. You have got the Judgment card. So this means, Maureen, that we're heading to a time this year where I hear that you're going to get a lot more coming forward for you in terms of making big decisions. Something around your house keeps coming up to me too. So I feel that you're going to be making positive decisions to decisively move yourself forward.
Okay, I've got Karen Donaldson. We've got the Fool card. I just have to move that down. I can't see. Okay, we've got the Fool card here, and it's talking. Maybe you should read them off there if that's all right. So we've got, just call out the name. So we've got the Fool card. We're operating two machines at the time. New beginnings for you. I feel there may be some sort. I can see this study around you, but I feel it's going to be ongoing because you kind of remind me of a Harry Potter person. I feel you love knowledge. You love knowledge. I do see you working. I do see some sort of new business coming for you. But I feel that you've got a father in spirit is what I'm getting, who's very much around you, or a father, some sort of father spirit around you. I don't know if this is your father or your grandfather is what I'm getting. And he's just showing me you've got your head in a book. heading book. So there is some more study coming for you. Okay, who's next?
We had a Rachel Spoilding, and
Okay.
she wanted to know about love and her card. So
Yeah.
Rachel, this is the High Priestess. So when that comes to that, that's using your own natural instincts. And
I feel she knows what's
and
best.
exactly. It's about that guidance that you already have the gut instinct. You already know which way you're going. And it's just about trusting yourself.
Really trust that, because we do feel that you have the knowing.
Yeah, you definitely
Okay.
do.
Who we got next?
We've got Karen Shaw, and she said a card for career.
Okay, whatever you're doing, you've got the Sun card here, so I do feel good times are coming, big time. So you've got the Sun, there's clarity, there's optimism, there's renewal. So there is some new work coming. I'm definitely getting within a 3 period. It could be 3 weeks to 3 months is what I'm getting. It's definitely this year, so it's very, very exciting. And you will do very, very well, my dear.
Okay, let's see who we've got. There's so many in here. Gillian Fontasek.
Okay, the Temperance card.
Gillian, you've got the Temperance card. And this is all about balance for you. So it really is, you've got a lot going on this year. And I would say to you, it's all about balance and keeping that control in order, not letting yourself get overwhelmed or having your boundaries pushed around, and everything will flow together very nicely.
Good, and who we got next? You'll have to read it for me, I'm too far away.
Okay, Caitlin Lee.
Caitlin Lee. Is there a question there, or just
she just said a card, please, ladies, and thank you.
Okay, the first thing I'm getting with you, Caitlin, I feel there's going to be some sort of opportunity coming with you, or some sort of new idea or something you're going to want to do. You've got the Magician card, okay? And that's about, you've got these latent skills that, you know, you really need to work on. I feel you've been thinking about doing something for quite a long time, and I feel that really will really come to the fore, because I see extra money coming for you for some reason. And this will be through these work things. And it's about really digging deep and pulling out what you're really good at.
Okay, Tony Woods is next.
Tony Woods?
Yep.
It's got the Lovers.
Beautiful.
That's
so
yours.
the Lovers card, Tony Woods, the Lovers is starting to step into like a deeper commitment, a stronger bond. Strangely, around you with the Lovers, I actually get that there's some sort of business venture or something deepening in terms of that. So I actually feel a really heavy tie to the financial sector with this card for you, oddly. So I would say to you, there's a lot more coming this year and moving you forward in that.
Right. Who do we have next?
Okay, we've got a Debbie Castro. Just a general card.
Okay, for you, Debbie, I feel that there's some sort of completion that's just happened. I feel you may be wanting to reinvent yourself. You really do have the world at your feet, so you have very many options to choose from. And I do feel there's a bit of stress and worry around you, and I do get a loved one in the spirit world around you, and I feel it's a female, and I feel it's an older woman is what I'm getting. She's got an apron on, so I feel it could be a grandmother to you. I feel it could be on your father's side is what I'm getting. And this woman is saying, whatever you want to do, go to the end and make sure you finish the things that you're doing.
There's a Kerrie Shaw who just asked very simply for a card, will I sell and move?
Absolutely, yes. You've got the Chariot card. Even though you think there's delays and things, things are slow, you will move, you will travel. There's new beginnings for you. You've got the Victory card. Often when you're, want to move out of a house or you're selling, often it's a very good idea to light a candle and walk around the whole house and ask the house to release you. And you want a good price if you're selling, or just ask the house to release you because you want to move on and tell the house, bless the house. That's a very good thing to do, and I've used that many, many times in all the houses I've moved out of.
Now we have a little dream question here from Michelle Milne, who says, I dreamed that I'm a man and a steamroller runs over me when I'm younger.
Right. What I'm getting for you, Michelle, I feel that you're a bit of an entrepreneur, and sometimes you sort of have many options. You're a mother, you work for yourself. You've got a family, you've got all these things going. You've got a business, and sometimes you feel like you can't cope is what I'm getting. But you really you really do have that very strong masculine energy. So you've had many you know, pretty hard. You've had a lot of hardships in the past as a child, is what I'm getting. So what they're saying is just stand in this power, because you do have that sort of masculine male energy to just walk ahead and do really anything you want. It's almost like everybody depends on you. And it's funny because, you know, you're a person that you've had many lessons in your life, and I feel that many people have kind of left or betrayed you as well. But don't worry, because there's good times coming. Really good times coming. So really believe in yourself and don't worry about pettiness around you, is what I say.
Now we've got a Nicole Lara who says, please may I have a card, Kerrie.
Well, I picked the High Priestess for her.
I think that's a lovely card.
So you can read that, Violet.
The High Priestess there is the higher intuition, the higher knowledge. And you've got this kind of spiritual connection and information coming through to you. I think you're even seeing a few little signs about, and you're starting to feel this kind of deeper calling or deeper connection. I would just say to you, no, it's not your imagination. Keep going with it and allow the messages to come through.
This is for Colleen Cook. You've got the Strength card. And it's saying, Colleen, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, you've got the Strength card. So everything's going to be okay and you can handle anything. So don't worry, because I feel Spirit's really working behind you. I pick up you may be a bit emotional at the moment, and I do feel that someone very close to you in the spirit world who may have had cancer is what I'm getting, because I'm feeling really sick. Can you feel that energy?
I can feel it near you, yes. I'm leaning
Sorry,
away.
I'm burping now. Yeah, it's going right through me. So I feel someone was very unwell. They may have a cancer or some sort of illness that's in the spirit world, who was very close in there trying to get a message through, is what I'm getting. And I'm being told, don't worry, you're going to be okay. You've got the back. Well, I got your back. I got your back. I feel it's a male.
That was very strong energy there.
Yeah.
Nadia Vigani, I hope I've said that right. She says, beautiful ladies, I desperately need some direction. Please may I have a card?
Look, at the moment, you've got the Tower card. That's yours.
Oh, okay, no, I might leave that
I like
Kerrie.
the Tower card because it's like everything's been wiped out around you.
It is.
For new beginnings. It's like you almost have to reinvent yourself.
And it's like you don't
there's
have
no
a
bad
choice.
cards in the tarot pack, trust me.
No, there's not. And look, Kerrie's right. The Tower is an opportunity.
It's like the mat's being taken out from under her feet and the shit's hitting the fan. I call it the shit hitting the fan card.
It is.
Sorry,
everything comes crumbling down. But like Kerrie says, this is an opportunity for rebuilding. I always look at the Tower and say, this is a building that was built on unstable ground in the first place. And so it needs to come down. It's had the natural disaster. It's on the way down. And this gives you an opportunity to cleanly rebuild.
Yeah.
So I would say better things are to come from this point. I know it may feel uncertain, but better things are to come. And it's going to allow you to start to rebuild things in a much better way for yourself.
Excellent. Okay, there's a lady here called Susan. I have to go back there. This lady was asking about her son who just passed. I forget what her name was, but I got that boy come in straight away, and he was telling me that
Sandra Solis.
Yes, this is for you, Sandra. Sandra.
Yes, Sandra.
I just got it very quickly, and he's telling me he died very quickly at the end, and he's at peace now. And this is a beautiful boy, or he feels very young to me, that actually loved life, but I feel that he's not sad about his passing, and he comes to visit you in your dreams, is what he's saying. And sometimes you might feel, I get feathers around you from birds, and also sometimes you feel his energy. He's telling you not to cry, not to worry. He's telling me he's safe. He's safe, he's secure, and he's with someone very special, someone very motherly in the spirit world is what I'm getting, and he's not alone because he's with many other children on the spirit side is what he's saying. I've picked him up as quite young. He said he died very quickly at the end, and it was no biggie. No biggie is what I'm hearing. Okay.
Stephanie Ace Galvin. I'm sorry, Stephanie, not good with the last name. A card for your mum, Jan. We've got for Jan the Chariot, which is a bit of slowly moving forward. Progression is happening. It's moving to a bit more positive ground for her. I feel that there's been a lot of heavier times and things going on for her, and it's been difficult. I think she is looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and what I would say to her is she's on the right track, slowly moving forward to better things.
Right. And we'll do one more. I think we'll do the...
Yes, I think we better get on because people are putting lots of different questions here to you. So let's have a look for Lily Barclay.
Okay, there you go.
Lily Barclay, she keeps coming up tonight, this high priestess.
She does. I think everyone's awareness is hitting the
I
roof.
think we're all opening up to that higher consciousness. So Lily Barclay, this is yet again a very deep spiritual connection. She really does sit there within her divine feminine knowledge, and she's really opening up to that sort of different side of herself. And I think for you, this is an exploration of self this year, as you deepen your journey into self and you form different connections and different ways of living your life. And I see this as a really productive year for you.
Okay, so you can stay there if you like and just send me the questions. You can stay on there. We'll get you to sit there.
Sounds like fun. Now we've done Sandra, so we'll just...
Oh, okay, I had to bring that through because I really felt that person, that young male next to me, so I had to do that. And honestly, so much love coming your way, Sandra. Okay, Tashi Gerlach, sorry if I'm not very good at pronouncing these names. Why do I keep falling back into darkness? Can I have a card, please? Look, I feel you keep falling back into, Tashi, I feel you keep falling back into darkness because I feel things are very rough for you at the moment. And what I'm getting for you is it's very important for you to get some sort of counselling or someone that you can talk to, because I just feel you're going through a bit of a rough patch is what I'm saying, but you will be okay. You do have a very strong intuition. That's the card I've got anyway. So start noting your dreams that we're talking about tonight and try and see if you can find a counsellor because you'll be okay. I do feel there's going to be a big shift in you, especially in the next couple of weeks. It's just that I feel that you may sort of go through these mood swings. So it could be either some sort of, sometimes your serotonin in your body could be low. I'm not a doctor, but you need to get it checked out by a doctor, and also I get a counsellor because I feel what you're going through is temporary. And also, it's like you're going through a lot of changes in your life. And also, I just felt at the moment it's a little bit hard to cope at the moment, but you will be okay. So you need to trust yourself and understand that you will be okay. Okay, Belinda Jones. Do you see love for me at all? Belinda, at the moment, the first thing I get for you, I feel that you're very lonely. So it's almost like you have to set up a plan. You kind of remind me of someone that you're a strategist, is the word I'm hearing. You're a bit of a strategist. So it's almost like you know what to do. You just have to implement the plan, is what I'm hearing. So when you do that, I do feel things will change. You need to start walking the journey of finding a love and starting to do something about it instead of thinking about it and just sitting in the beanbag. And really start to love yourself, really start to honour yourself, and, you know, things will change because there's many people in the world who can love us. We don't have to be alone. Shirley Cooper, will I find a relationship this year? Shirley, when I sort of tune into energy, I sort of get excited because I see these new beginnings to you. It's kind of like you've made an effort to really get things moving. And I do feel you sort of socially, I know that the COVID's been really tough on you, and I felt the loneliness there. And I don't know if you know it though, but you may have some sort of affinity with animals, cats or dogs or something like that. And that's been really good company. You will find a relationship. And I do feel, I see you around groups more and sort of getting out there and doing new things. I just feel you're being too cooped up for too long, so things will change this year. Also, Shirley, I feel there may be some travel coming around you later on in the year, and I also get Queensland for some reason. Miller Lindo, will I finally meet someone this year? This is like the love club.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, it was one after the other tonight, so I picked out 3.
I just feel the first thing I'm getting for you, there's big changes coming up for you, Miller. Big changes. And I feel, again, you're the third person I've told tonight. There's changes coming around for you, especially in the month of September. And I feel that you're going in a new direction. I see new people, new things. I know you've been struggling, but especially around the September, I feel that, you know, things, you're going to be in a completely different reality. So I do see a lot of big changes around you. Vivian Peterson, will my daughter be okay? She's told she's borderline diabetic, insulin was high. I do feel that, look, the first thing I'm getting, Vivian, for your daughter, she will be okay, because I feel it's like she didn't know what was going on is what I'm getting. And now that she knows what she actually has, she'll be able to take measures around it. And I do see her getting better. It's just a time game. She'll change her diet, she'll be able to meditate, and she'll really do not only holistic, but also conventional medicines too, and she will have that breakthrough. I just feel she needs to stick to that plan. The main thing I feel around her, I feel she may be a bit of a stress head. Maybe like you, Vivian, I'm not sure. Like mother, like daughter, I just feel she stresses a lot. So meditation would be really good for her because it actually will calm her down, and meditation is very, very good for healing too. Joel Frogs, I keep dreaming of going to another city. What does this mean? I feel this is all about changes, don't you?
I do. I feel like he's got some significant.
Yes, I feel it's all about changes for you, and you need to really make those changes and stop thinking about it. Instead of you need to be more proactive, because I just feel you really need those changes, because I feel you're kind of in a bit of a stalemate at the moment. So make the changes, and I get travel coming for you in quite exciting times, and things are really going to start really move around you, so it's exciting. Morgana Morovic. How can I develop my spirituality? Well, that's a good question. We can both answer that.
Yep.
Meditation. Meditation to me is the most powerful way to get in contact with your spirit guides. I actually have a lot of hypnotherapy free meditations called Meet the Guide.
Yep.
On my website, if you want to
you should jump in
have a look
and do those meditations.
I've got a lot of free meditations, especially to help you work with your spirituality, and they're for free on my website in the audio section. I see groups around her too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And I would say to you, Kerrie is 100% right. Meditation daily and putting the time into that practice is highly beneficial. The other thing too is, I'm going to do this, but read. Do read. Get some books.
Read literature.
Literally
Groups.
Read and put yourself into that zone of taking in.
The main thing is to work in groups. So you can go to spiritualist churches or teachers. Look, you're a great teacher, but you're in Sydney, aren't you?
Yes.
What area are you in?
I'm in Panania in Sydney, so I'm teaching.
That's the western part.
Yeah,
if you're
psychic development.
But it's about getting involved in these groups, which will really move you. I come from the South Coast originally, so I started developing at 17 because I went to the local spiritualist church where I found out that, I wasn't cuckoo, I was actually a medium.
Yeah.
Sandra Witten, will I take a new job offer or stay where I am? With you, Sandra, I do feel the restlessness around you. It's kind of boring, but I do get new opportunities coming in for you. So 100%, I do feel that you will take the new job offer. I feel it'll be very good for you because it's exciting because, what are you losing? That's what you really have to ask yourself. You're bored. Where you are now, it's stale. You're not really moving. You're not going anywhere. So I would definitely take that new offer and I'd see where I'd go because it's actually going to be very, very good for you. And I can see you sort of stretching yourself like an elastic band.
I'll tell you what it is tonight. It's the love night.
It is tonight.
It is the love night, Kerrie.
And if anybody wants to have a look at our programs, it's on the YouTube station under Kerrie Erwin, so you can watch us with all the different shows. We've had so many different topics.
And you can go back and you can kind of refresh your memory on different areas, especially if you are looking for spiritual development stuff. Go back, have a re-listen. There's some great information on crystals, on all so many areas.
Belinda Jones, do you ever see me love for me? Look, Belinda, the first thing I'm seeing for you is I'm seeing a heart and I feel it's broken. I feel it's been cut right down the middle. But I do feel you've done a lot of healing on yourself and you've learnt a lot, and it's all about spiritual lessons and learning anyway, isn't it? I do feel that you will meet someone, but it's about loving you first, and it's something that you're not very good at because you always think about others. So start to really love yourself first. And we've told everyone about affirmations, writing, looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I'm a beautiful person, I love you. They really do work, don't they?
They do. 100% and they do.
Buy some nice things and make it, in the feng shui aspect of it, make your bedroom like it's, quite seductive, like get a really nice cover for your bed and put in some sexy pillows and maybe a candle, but don't forget to blow it out. Don't leave it on while you sleep.
Don't do what I do.
Fresh air, flowers, that sort of thing. Yeah, don't be the hobbit who clutters everything, especially in the bedroom, trust me. And I hope you're not sleeping in a single bed because that's not going to attract anyone. But, think about those sort of things, like set the scene. That's what I do, set the scene and, feel good about yourself. And it's amazing when you start to feel good about yourself, what you can actually attract in your life. It's amazing. I've got Lisa Hosking. Will my brother find his feet? Absolutely is what I'm getting. I just feel he's been through a very difficult time and it's like he wants to pull out his hair. So bloody frustrated is what I'm getting. I do feel he will actually land on his feet is what I'm getting. So don't worry, just pull back and he'll sort it out. You've been very kind to him. Gillian, will I be able to buy an apartment and meet someone? I feel with you, I feel that I don't really see you meeting anyone. Because I just feel you're very busy. I don't know, you're very musical, aren't you? And I feel you're going to meet someone through some sort of group is what I'm getting. And it's one of those chance meetings. Okay, Lynn Weston. Any messages from my dad to Spirit, please? Look, I feel, Lynn, the first thing I'm getting is I can hear a voice telling me that you're very similar to your father. You're very kind of, you can be very set in your ways. And your father was a very fair man is what I'm getting. And you had a very close connection, almost like a soulmate connection is what I'm getting. He's telling me that he was sick for a while, but then he died quickly at the end, like he didn't have any pain, so to speak. He was sort of out to the world is what he's saying. And he's talking about Christmas time and how important it was for the family to get together. And, you know, he always wanted the best for everyone. And he sends his love to you, and he's telling me that everyone sort of depends on you now that he's passed. Everybody sort of depends on you, Lynn. And he's just laughing. And he said that he's never gone too far from the family because he loved the family. I don't know if he had a pet dog when he was alive, but I do feel there's a dog in the spirit all around him. And he may have had a friend who had pigeons, a friend who may have raced pigeons, had pigeons, something like that. He was very active when he was younger, but towards the end of his life, he hated being old is what I'm getting. Kind of reminds me of a Peter Pan. He's sending you beautiful flowers, and he's talking about how music is good for you. It makes you happy. So play some more music is what he's saying. Jordan, niece, I plan to move to California, but don't know if I should do it. Look, Jordan, the first thing I'm getting is for you is when in doubt, don't. So I don't really see you doing anything at the moment. And I feel something else may come up for you. I just feel there's too much doubt around it. So I think your intuition's telling you don't do it because I don't feel it feels good. And when I tune into you, I feel like a bit of pain in my stomach. So I get no. Okay, Kirsch Collins. It's been a hard day's night with bad news. I'm scared. I'd love a card, please. So it's saying it's been a.
She's had a really hard day with some bad news.
Okay.
And she would just love any kind of positive.
Okay, let's pull a card for her.
Let's have a positive.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, the first thing I'm getting, you've got the Priestess card, okay? So it's telling me that you're very strong, you're very protected, you're going to be okay. You need to start to pray because sometimes you're so overwhelmed with everything going on around you, and I do feel it's going to be okay, but you need to start to pray and ask for angelic assistance, and then things will be taken care of, is what I'm getting. And Sean McIntosh. I never remember my dreams help. With you, Sharon, I feel that, as I said, you need to get a dream book. You need to place it next to your bed and you need to pray and say, I ask my guides and angels, I ask the dream angels to please help me remember my dreams and things will improve. And start to write them down before you get out of bed and place your feet on the ground. Also, I feel drinking water would be good for you too. The other thing to do is, you know what's really good to remember your dreams?
What?
Bananas.
Oh, you know what? I have
and
heard
potatoes.
that before. Is it the potassium, is it?
Yes, it's bananas, it's potatoes, a bit of carbohydrates.
There you
Very,
go.
very good to remember dreams.
I think
I feel it's the potassium in the bananas especially, and the potatoes. I feel it has some sort of enzymes that really sort of work on the mind. So it's quite incredible, isn't it?
Strangely heard that before.
So it's got a lot to do with your diet. But also the other thing I got, Sharon, especially when I started writing down all my dreams, it's a very good thing to actually meditate too, because when you start to meditate, you become more aware of the subconscious mind.
Mm.
And you can get messages, and also it creates a large expansion in your energy field. And when you have come from a higher consciousness, you really expand your energy. It's very easy, to actually remember dreams because you're on such a high level, aren't you?
You are on
So,
such a high level.
yeah, you are, and it makes you more sensitive to these things. Whereas if you don't do any of those things, it can be exhausting, can't it? Because you get very frustrated when you can't remember your dreams. But I've got to be honest, and it is a process. For people to remember their dreams, you really have to sort of work at it, and then it just comes easily. You don't have to worry about anything. So all those simple things, you pray, you ask for your guides and angels to help me to remember my dreams. You get your dream journal, which is next to your bed. You write every single thing down before you put your feet on the ground. And then you can go to the toilet or do whatever you have to do. Or otherwise the mind becomes very groggy.
It does.
Marie Woolley, any messages? Auntie Donna.
From her Auntie Donna.
Yes. I don't know about Auntie Donna, Marie, but I just feel she was a bit of a character, and I feel she was very close to you, and she always had an opinion about everything. And the other thing, I feel that there was someone, it was either her or someone around, I'm seeing like a plate and I see cakes and everything. So she might have had a bit of a sweet tooth is what she's saying. She was very part of your family, and she was a beautiful person. She never complained about anything. She's telling me she died with dignity, and it didn't bother her. And as soon as she died, poof, she was out of her body and off she went. I feel she may have had problems with her breathing is what she's saying. But she's a lovely woman. She was a stickler. She had a very good memory when she was younger. She always remembered birthdays is what she's saying. Dates and birthdays and numbers. She was very, very good at that. Rebecca O'Neill, will my daughter ever have kids? Rebecca, I do feel that your daughter, she's kind of on a mission in a way, and I do feel that it's up to her if she really wants to, but if anything, I feel she may have one child, and because it's something that she's been really wanting to do. And I feel that she may do it through IVF. Also, she might want to look at past lives because she may have a blockage from that too. Joylene Anderson. So I do feel, Rebecca, sorry, I've got to go back there. I do feel, Rebecca, I feel that she needs to have a bit of faith and keep going with what she's doing in her pursuit of having a child. Joylene Anderson, do you see me moving from this town? Eventually, Joylene, you will, but I feel it's going to take time. But I see delays around you because I'm not sure where you want to go. But I do feel you need to change. So I do feel I'm getting around the month of August, September around you is what I'm getting. Okay.
That is coming to the end here. We do have a question from Julie Kennedy, whose 10-year-old daughter is struggling with a severe anxiety disorder.
I do feel with your daughter, I feel she's a very sensitive soul. She's like an empath, and she's been doing this for a long time. What I'm getting would be really good for her is exercise. I know she's probably taking some sort of medication, and also you need to keep the light on too. Give her a night light. And she gets very nervous, especially over night time. And I feel that getting her involved in those, subliminal meditations.
Yeah,
they're
100%.
very, very good for kids. Also, you've had a child with anxiety too, haven't you?
Severe anxiety disorders, yes, really, really bad. So meditation does work wonders.
But where did you go?
Well, she ended up going through the hospital system, and so we ended up with psychiatrists from the area health units. So they exist, and Headspace is a unit which exists for younger people and the younger generations to kind of work through different strategies.
I feel she will grow out of it is what I'm getting. But I had a daughter too with really bad anxiety, and she had it for a couple of years, and it was so bad sometimes that I really got her into running. So the more she ran, the more grounded she was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also we watched her diet. I taught her how to meditate, and I did a lot of healing on her.
Yes.
Especially hypnotherapy. And she went on medication, and towards the end of the illness that she had, and she's quite stable now, very, very stable. She's got a good job, works well. She's an art teacher. And she was actually seeing a counsellor online.
Yep.
For quite a while, and this beautiful woman gave her so many strategies.
Yep.
And she didn't need any medication at all. As I said, you can do it alternatively because some people cannot take the medication.
No, my daughter couldn't either.
No, so there are other ways holistically, like meditation, running especially, because it really lifts up those endorphins.
Kerrie's right, even with my girl, she's started the gym, and she just loves it. It's been a positive bonus. So these things, physical grounding. So it is the
It
grounding.
really is. And the running really did help her in the diet. And lots of love, lots and lots of love and lots of
Now,
support.
we've got a couple of interesting, just little quick ones, Kerrie. We've had a lot of people sort of jot down or put in their dreams, and we've had some pretty interesting ones. We had someone write in that they saw their 2 children as ghosts in their dream.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought that was a really fascinating.
I feel that's got to do with they may have lived in that lifetime before with them.
I think so too.
I feel that's like a reincarnation dream is the first thing I got.
It's like a deep connection.
I don't feel it's ominous at all.
No, I
feel,
didn't.
oh my God, you're back again?
It's
wow,
like,
with the
here
same
you
kids,
go.
except you're a boy and you're a girl.
And someone is saying that they wear a Hermica diamond and helps you have fabulous dreams. So certain crystals
can help.
What
colour is that?
They look like the little diamonds. They're kind of,
The clear diamond.
Clear, and I've seen them through.
Yeah, that's
through things.
Diamonds are very good for clear sight.
I think moldavite is another great enhancer.
Labradorite
comes through, and I just love my amethyst.
Yeah, and I love quartz crystals because you can tune them into anything you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I really love these clusters. I always work with clusters because I feel they're very good for enhancing the intuition.
I think that's your Viking in you.
And they bring, really?
I do.
Okay, I love these, and I could have them everywhere, in the bath, in the bedroom. I just love these clusters of crystals. It's just so inviting.
I'd see, because Kerrie's got these beautiful clear quartz crystals and these clusters.
I love crystals.
And every time I see them, I think, oh, it's the Viking in you. You know, it's the ice and snow.
It just makes me feel, oh yeah, it's true. I do love the ice and snow. I don't like the heat. But anyway, look, before we go, join us next fortnight. We'll be doing, what are we doing?
We are doing, we're doing our lucky St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's Day. So
I'm
we might show you
leprechaun.
And we might show you some lucky charms.
I will definitely
it's about
show
luck.
you one.
We need a lot of luck, don't we?
It's going to be all about leprechauns, little green men. And don't forget, the tickets are on sale for the Mother's Day special. I've put it in the feed.
I'd love to see you. I can't wait to get back on the stage
May
again.
8th at 2 p.m. at Bankstown Sports.
Bankstown Sports. I haven't been back there in a few years.
And tickets are available through the club. So you can jump on and book your tickets and reserve your spot. It's an amazing venue. We're going to have an incredible time. So don't forget to jump in and grab those tickets.
And get those vigils going. Light that candle. Send the love to Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Take down the warmonger.
Yeah.
And also to the flood victims, love and light to you and blessings. We're all praying for you.
Some incredible stories coming out. I was just reading about these beautiful Fijian men that literally came from their jobs on boats and literally rescued all these people. This is when the human spirit really bonds together.
Yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it? So, war's a terrible thing, and thinking of those terrible, the refugees, it's just horrible to lose your home. I couldn't think of anything worse. But anyway, stay positive, anyone. Love and blessings to you all. And thank you from me.
And from me.
And thanks for joining us tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.